Hey beautiful, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I have done a YouTube video. Trust me, it's good to be back. So for today's video, I'm doing something very simple and calming. I will be attempting the one layer makeup technique. Now, I have seen this on Instagram a lot, and the other day I attempted it for my IG channel. By the way, if you're not following me on IG, here is my handle. Please give it a follow. And yes, if you want to know how I went from this to this, then please keep on watching. So to start off, I have already moisturized my face, and now it is time for primer. So even before applying the one layer makeup technique, I always recommend to use a primer because it will minimize the appearance of your pore, and this Makeup Revolution pore blur primer is my absolute favorite for doing so. It does not leave any white cast and is very smooth in texture, and I like to apply it with my fingertip and press it on my skin. This primer instantly mattifies the skin and minimizes the appearance of pore, and also makes my makeup last a lot longer than usual. So I just love it. I apply it under my eyes and on my chin area as well. I do want to make my skin glowy and dewy even before the one layer makeup. So I'm using the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, and I know that this product is a high-end product and is a rave among makeup artists, and I can see why. It gives a very natural and healthy glow to the skin. I mean, just look at how it transforms the skin to this juicy velvety glow that peeks through the foundation even, and I just love how it feels on my skin. It doesn't have any chunky glitters and is pure bliss to apply on the skin. The next step is absolutely optional, and this is only for the girls who have really dark under eyes, just like me. And even once you apply a concealer, the under eyes can peek through. So I always apply a kind of like a corrector. So this is not a peachy corrector, this is like a medium shade corrector for me. This one is from Makeup Revolution Pro range. The shade is C11, and it matches my skin tone perfectly. So I apply it under my eyes and around my lip areas where I have pigmentation, and it instantly covers it up. Now let's begin the fun part. So the very first product that I'm going to apply is the Flower Light Illusion Concealer. This is one of the creamier, thicker, not exactly thicker because I have thicker concealers than this, but it's very creamy and it's very high coverage concealer that I own. So I will be applying it on the normal points. And the next product that I'm going to apply is the K Beauty Contour Stick. This is in the shade Caramel Focus, and I'm applying it on the bridge of my nose just to contour my nose a little bit because I have really big nose and it looks even bigger on the camera. I don't know why. And also applying it on my cheekbones and the usual places where I like to have some kind of shadow to give the illusion of a thinner face. Also, if you are applying the same product, then I would request you to go down quickly, as quickly as possible, because this is one of the product which dries down, it's not easily blendable, okay, and which is a good thing. But for this technique we need some products which gives us some time to blend it, because after application we are going to apply other products as well and will blend it all together. So for foundation, I'm mixing the two foundations. Next, I'm mixing my Too Faced foundation Born This Way and my Maybelline Fit Me foundation to get that perfect shade of foundation for my skin tone. My skin tone changes color through the seasons, so it's always mandatory for me to mix and match my foundation according to my current skin tone. For my blush, I'm using the Maybelline Cheeky Tint. and see how creamy and dewy this one is, and the color is just perfect. It goes with my eye makeup that I have done right now, and you can see how blendable this is. So I'm going to apply this on the corner points of my face to give it a kind of like a lifted look. Also, I will link down all the products in the description box below. So if you want to check them out later, please do so in case you want to buy anything that I have recommended in this video. Now, probably the most crucial step of this technique is to use a makeup setting spray. Now, what it does is this stops your makeup from drying out so that you can easily blend all the makeup that you have applied on the skin without making it look cakey. The trick is to go from lighter to darker shade. So first you blend the concealer, then your foundation, then your blush, and lastly the contour. So that is the reason why I told you to use a contour that gives you time to blend it, because that is the product that we are going to blend the last. For concealer, I'm using a small blending brush, and for the other products like my foundation, I'm using a damn beauty blender. Now it's very easy to blend the foundation for me because it was not dried out, but for concealer I did struggle a bit about the blending. But you can always apply more makeup setting spray to easily blend your makeup whenever required. Once the concealer and foundation is blended out, it's time to blend our contour and our blush, and I'm taking this kind of flat angled brush to do so. As you can see from the video, the contour was the hardest part to blend. As I said, this stick dries down really quickly and you have to be really quick. But once I applied the makeup setting spray on the problematic areas, it was easily blended, so no problems there. I wasn't very happy with the way my contour was looking, so I also applied a bronzy stick. This is the Bella Voste 4-in-1 makeup stick in bronzy buzz, and it provides a very sun-kissed kind of look to the areas where I apply it. So I'm just adding it on the perimeter of my face. I also reapplied my blush a little bit because I feel like once I blended out my contour and everything on my face, the blush was kind of vanished from my skin. I don't know, it never happened with this blush before, but this time it just vanished. So I applied a second layer of blush over the top, and once I'm done with the blush, I think this makeup technique is very good. Once I'm done with the blush, it was just perfect. It didn't look cakey, it looks very natural, it looks very medium coverage, I would say. I would like to have more coverage under my eyes, but then again, I love that it's very dewy, it's very natural looking. To set my makeup, I'm using the Stay Quirky loose powder. This is in the shade 03, and I'm using it on the areas where I get most oily and most creasy. So I'm not applying it all over my face because I love the way my makeup looks right now. It's very glowy, it's very dewy, so I want to keep that dew in place. So I don't want to mattify the whole face. That is why I'm applying it only on the problematic areas. And you can see the difference, how it instantly mattifies my face. Doing the same on the other side of my face, and look at that glow, guys. I mean, I haven't applied any highlighter. It's just the Hollywood filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I told you that it peeks through your foundation. That is the glow, and I think this makeup technique is really nice for, especially for the girls who don't like cakey makeup and who have oily skin. I think this is one of the best techniques. I will be applying my Kiko Milano bronzer, and I'm only applying it over my cheekbones and lightly dusting off the excess on my temples and my chin area as well. I'm not applying a full layer of bronzer at this point. I'm just dusting off a little bit of bronzer on the perimeter of my face. And this bronzer, guys, this is so buttery smooth. This is amazing. The shade is amazing. The undertone is so good. It's not orangey, it's not patchy at all. This is like a butter on my skin. I'm taking a small brush and just enhancing the nose contour a little bit because I feel like it has faded away a bit, and just because I like my nose to be, really tiny and really pretty, so I'm just contouring my nose as well. For highlighter, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome, and you know that this is one of my favorite highlighters. It's a little bit chunky, and it's not exactly chunky, it does just amplify the texture of my skin, but I don't mind because it's really blinding and it's really smooth and creamy as well. And a little bit goes a long way with this highlighter. And I'm not overdoing the highlighter because my skin is already glowing because of all the Hollywood filter, etc. So I'm just applying a teensy tiny bit. Trust me when I say this, my lips are the hardest feature of makeup for me. I'm not sure how to overline my lips, and if I don't overline my lips, I don't like the look of my lips. So I take my time in, doing the perfect overline for my lips, and to, find that kind of lip liner which enhances my lip. I'm still experimenting with the way I line my lips, and this Nykaa Lips Don't Lie liner is the perfect product to do so. And this one is in the shade Chocolate Boy, and it's a neutral brown shade which I love. For lipstick, I'm using an old favorite of mine. This one is from the Makeup Revolution Pro range. The shade is Illusion, and it's the perfect neutral brown shade for my lips. If I apply this on my lips all together, like in itself, then it's a little bit lighter for my skin tone. I believe this would look good on light skin tone. Mine is medium skin tone. So I always apply a liner with this one, and this Chocolate Boy combination with this Illusion lipstick is just bomb. I just love this combination. So now we are done, and one last spritz of that makeup setting spray to lock everything all together, and this is the finished look. I wish my under eyes were a little brighter for this look, but no worries, I still love the way my skin looks and feels. It doesn't look cakey or it doesn't feel very heavy. So I'm really interested in you guys trying this technique out, and let me know how it did for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.